Hey, Jay here. We got another set of project bikes. This is really cool. I like kind of doing two things at once. And so we picked up two Yamaha 250s, 4 strokes, and they're both 2015 models, which relates 14 to even 17, all the same kind of parts here. So both these bikes, the lower ends were blown up. One of the common things with the 14, 15 model, they would have some crank failures if they got dirt, over revved, those types of things. So we've, of course, addressed those issues, but we rebuilt these things, got good deals on them, rebuilt them completely. So at the same time, we wanted to do a really cool performance story. So these are our Dirt Rider magazine project bikes. This yellow one is a 250cc mod, and the blue one is a 270cc mod. Both have Twisted Development, did the engine, did the dual injector, did the porting, and also mapped the things. I almost said jetted, but there's no carburetors. So mapped them with the Vortex ECU for both of them, so they both run perfectly. We've got the FMF exhaust on these things. Hinson clutch setups on the Yamaha. The clutch is a bit suspect durability-wise, and also just doesn't hold up so well. So the stock clutch isn't a good setup. The Hinson really is good. Got some really good components. Both bikes are identical, other than one's a big bore, this is the standard bore, and one's a big bore. So Dirt Rider's going to compare these two things and kind of see the pros and cons of both in both a mod setup. Really fun project bikes. So we're going to give you a look at these things and see what Dirt Rider thinks of these things. So Jamie at Twisted Development went through the engines on both these things. This, of course, is our 270. Give us a little reminder here. Pretty simple deal. And I've already loosened up our Uni 2-stage filter. We got rid of the backfire screen. Twin Air makes a cool kit for that. Okay, so right here is our second injector. And this is, Jamie sets this up to spray right when he wants it to, and then it goes straight into the throttle body. So the way it atomizes the fuel and that spray is what makes a difference in the power. So this is one of the big mods he does. So with these engines on both bikes, completely rebuilds from the cases up. We got a crank from Crankworks, our hot rods crank, and they balance these things. And in these cases, we used the Crankworks rod on the hot rod's crankshaft so that we had extra durability for this thing. And he balances these things to the exact piston weight that we're using. We rebuilt the entire engine. We used the CV4 Exeldyne X2 valve kits. They're the OEM style valves and springs for these motors. So we've got those in the head. And Jamie at Twisted Development ported the head and set those all up for us. On both these bikes, both being used, the radiators were a bit bent up. We went ahead and sent them to ICW to go through them completely, straighten them out, and also strengthen them. Works Connection makes some nice radiator braces for these things that we put on at the same time. And we got those fitted on there nicely. We had to do a little bit of fitting to make them fit with our ICW radiator bracing, but we got them all to fit up there nicely. So Travis at Motoseat made us some really cool custom gripper seat covers with pleats in there to keep us firmly on there that match our graphics perfectly. Now, we went with a really bold look on these two bikes, and we made the standard board, the 250cc one, what we call Suzuki yellow. A lot of guys are going with that retro look. I don't like that canary yellow or pukey yellow, let's say. I like this Suzuki yellow for sure. It looks really nice, and everybody kind of thinks it's a Suzuki from far away. And the yellow bikes really hold up, look cool for a long time. So we got a really cool custom graphics set from Magic. They do these custom graphics and got all of the companies that we worked with on this build on there nicely and did a great job. So for this build, we went through Rocky Mountain and Tusk. We got the Tusk Impact wheel sets, which are a great value. We have some really cool looking wheels here. We got the white hubs on this bike and the blue hubs on the blue big bore bike. Really cool look, and they work really well. Those are made up to our Renthal sprocket, and we're running a 48 on the big bore and a 49 on the standard bore mod. And we'll probably play with that a little bit, but that's pretty close to where we know we'll be on the gearing. So for our chain, we use the Regina MX chain. And for both of our rotors, the rear rotor here is from Tusk as well. Stock size, of course. Simple deal. And then in the front, we run the oversized front rotor, which is now the stock size on the newer bikes, but oversized on the older bikes, 270 millimeter rotor, and partnered up with the Tusk brake lines as well, front and rear. We also run the TM Designs rear chain block and chain slider. Those pieces are really durable, last a long time. Really like having those on here. Our plastic on both these bikes from Cycra is really cool looking. We also have the Cycra skid plate for added protection on both of these bikes. Racetech went through the suspension on both these bikes and set them up for me, and really good setup with Racetech, and these non-air forks are some of our favorite forks to work with. So really good action. We really like these forks, and Racetech does a really good job on these things. So to finish off all of our performance mods with the FMF 4.1 full tie system on both bikes, have identical exhaust. Scar Racing makes some really cool titanium pegs, really aggressive peg for motocross use, really light and durable and really trick looking. Have those on both bikes. So Works Connection makes a ton of bits we got on this bike, from clutch perch, brake levers, rotating bar mounts, hour meters, oil filter cover, the engine cover bolts, just chain blocks, brake caps, just an immense amount of parts. And so you can really customize out your bike with those pieces on there. And of course the clutch levers are just a great feel for us. We like going with the Yamaha lever they offer for that. So as I mentioned, the stock clutch isn't real durable. We've got the full Hinson setup. And then going up from there, we have our CV4 hoses, which give a really cool look. We have the blue ones on the blue bike, the white ones on the yellow bike. Really nice addition there. Also, these Yamahas sit up a little high in the rear, so we have a Duval link to lower these bikes just a bit, and it's adjustable so you can play with it. We've got it set just a tiny bit lower than stock right now, and that's a good fit. We have a custom set of applied clamps made for these things. Stock offset, big bar mounts, a good setup that we really like with these bikes. We have our Renthal 604 bar bend that we really like. It's different than the stock Yamaha bend, but we run it on all of our bikes, really comfortable for us. We got that. Of course, got our cool looking Renthal bar pad. We tried to customize the look on both bikes with those. Hey, so that's a good look at these things. We're going to add some VP U4.4 fuel to these things and get out with Dirt Rider tomorrow and see what they think of these things. Some great looking bikes, and been really fun to build these things up from the ground up, and I think it'll go really well.
Hey everybody, I'm Chris Kiefer with Dirt Rider Magazine. We're out here at Competitive Edge Raceway today with Jay Clark. He has a couple bikes for us to try. Super fun day today. One was a Cylinder Works YZ270 Big Bore. Really fun, torquey, awesome to ride on this fast track. And the other machine behind me, which you can't see, is a Twisted Development modified YZF250. Also very fun, but we tested both back to back, and it's going to be in an upcoming issue of Dirt Rider Magazine, so check it out.